today's session, and thank you very much. You all have come today also, and most of you have been coming since last 4 days, and I would like to express my gratitude to all of you. And if anyone has come new for the first time, welcome for the first time. And I have shared the 3 videos of last 3 sessions, so you can go and watch those sessions. And we will continue with our discussion, which we started from day one. And this is what we have begun with. Am I audible? Can just someone confirm, because it's difficult for me to figure out if I'm audible. Yes, it's getting recorded, Ruben. Just let me know if I'm audible and then I'll start. Fine. Thank you, Chetan. All right. So we started with the concept that there are two principles by which we can have future-proof career, and one of them was core skill, and another one was lifelong learning attitude. And when we were talking about core skill, we discussed about 4 factors, and the 4 factors are right in front of your screen: personality aligned, societal needs, financially rewarding, and proficient. So in last 3 days, the first day we discussed about all the 4 factors, that these 4 factors are the factors which are required, which we need to evaluate. Then day before yesterday and yesterday, we discussed about a concept with regards to how we can discover our personality based on 6 principles of ancient wisdom. And yesterday we discussed about different kind of opportunities which are coming in the society, which are existing or which will be coming in the future based on what kind of needs of the society are at present in 2020. And financially rewarding is the core of our discussion, because ultimately through our career, this is what we are looking for along with our aligned personality and need of the society. Today we are going to discuss about becoming proficient, because becoming proficient is the key to become an expert. And once we are expert, we can remain in this field lifelong without having any insecurity about our job. And the second factor, that is lifelong learning attitude, will collaborate with this principle of proficiency, right? So this is the overall context. I wanted to set the context about today's discussion, and let's get little bit deeper now about proficiency. So those who were there yesterday, we had observed what kind of opportunities are generating. The session timing is limited, so I could express about 4 or 5 fields, but there are hundreds of such fields in which such kind of opportunities are coming. Now let's move directly into the core of today's session. All right, what has COVID done? I'll just want to express a small incident from my personal life, which I felt inspired today. It was not part of the today's discussion, which I had planned, but I felt inspired that I want to share this in order to understand what has rapidly happened, what is rapidly transformed due to coronavirus. There are a lot of fear with regards to coronavirus. There is a lot of media coverage, but there are certain changes which has happened due to coronavirus, and those changes are going to impact our life hugely. And the biggest thing which coronavirus has done, it has made the whole world equal. We used to say that internet has made the whole world equal. ये बात हम करते थे, लेकिन अभी तक इस तरह से इक्वालिटी एक्सपीरियंस आपने शायद नहीं की होगी जिस तरह से अब कोरोना वायरस के चलते हम कर पा रहे हैं. और मैं उसका एक डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ से देना चाहूंगा, so that I can make that particular concept very crystal clear. And if any one of you have not yet realized about this particular aspect, then it will be really an eye opener, and it can be a game changer. So without further delay, let's share what I wanted to share. I need to share screen. All right. He is Dr. Suresh Advani. He is having 50 years of experience in treating cancer patients from across the world. He has been chief of cancer department in Tata Hospital, which is India's most famous cancer hospital in Mumbai. Many of you might be aware, and if you are not aware, then this description of his will make you aware. The biggest institution in India about cancer is Tata Memorial Hospital in Mumbai, which does it has been existing since years and years, and there are so many patients because it is a charitable hospital. What is his specialty? His specialty is he is the first and best oncologist in India to have successfully done a bone marrow transplant. Chief of Medical Oncology for 30 years in Tata Hospital, only person in India who has been able to do this. High-grade cancer treated more than 2 million patients. He is receiving the award. You can see what are his expertise. He is a medical oncologist. Basically in oncology, there are three departments: radiation oncology, surgical oncology, and medical oncology. So medical oncologists are people who share about the drugs and medicines which has to be given to the patients. And I just want to express his glories so that I can communicate what I want to communicate, and it is a very important aspect. It is the root of our discussion today also, and this will show you that every individual on today's date,
pollution
amazing
and smoking are the two important risk factors for the lung cancer. It's better to avoid both these factors to reduce the risk.
Right, so some audio started playing. So now let me come to the point directly. My father was diagnosed with prostate cancer during November this year, and we are from a small town in Madhya Pradesh. I have done my studies from Pune, but overall the setup is in a small town. And then our journey started to figure out there are different kinds of tests so that you can find out what grade cancer has been of. Then you have to find out where the opportunities are, where we can go. All this process we went on till January. Finally, we did the surgery. After surgery, my father started recovering, and then he was prescribed radiation and hormone therapy for prostate cancer. This is someone who is diagnosed at stage 3. This is the protocol. Now, what happened is there were a lot of confusion and questions because whoever we were meeting, we were receiving so many inputs that we were not able to decide when to start radiation, when to start giving hormone therapy, whether to do it or not. So many opinions were there. And Dr. Suresh Advani is from Mumbai, and it takes more than 4 to 5 days to 6 days to 7 days. And once you go to his place, it takes 4 or 5 hours, or it may take whole day. You may have to go next day to have his, in order to have his consultation. This is the normal course of, the normal process was there. And one of my friend from Mumbai, she is not there, I think, in today's meeting, but Deepthi ma'am, she communicated about him. And he is very famous in Mumbai, and you can find out more details about him. But it was not possible for us to go and have consultation with him because it involved traveling of patient also. After coronavirus, before coronavirus, this was the situation. So I had dropped the idea. After coronavirus, again, this idea came to ma'am and she suggested me. And then I also saw an advertisement, not exactly an advertisement, but a kind of post, because I was following his Facebook page. And there it was mentioned that you can have online consultation with him. And I was shocked. I was shocked directly to such a person. Can we have online consultation? Because already I was aware that it takes long time. And if you go to Mumbai, you have to find out your place of residence. Residence means hotel, or you have to book, manage your food, traveling, wait for consultation, wait for number of days. There is no clarity when you will get the opportunity, everything working out. But telemedicine, which has come, what benefit it gave is I got the consultation appointment fixed with him. He gave the timing because everything went online, and he himself is 80 plus years of age. He also couldn't go to different hospital because of the risk of coronavirus to him also. So every hospital he had stopped, all the Breach Candy, Just Look, whatever the top hospitals of Mumbai, he stopped his consultation, and everything started from his office. And after starting from his office, they were allotting time of consultation. So if you are allotted a time somewhere around 3 p.m., please bear with this information. This is going to reveal something very wonderful. If you have given the timing of 3 p.m., then you can be at home at ease, just logged in, and they will just message you sometime back that you can have consultation. And the prices, which was double of what we got charged when we had this online consultation, it was half of what it used to be for online, because online was a kind of luxury before coronavirus, and in person was the general way things were happening. After coronavirus, online became the normal course of action. So the prices was less. We had the consultation, and based on his experience, he gave such a clarity. That was the time when I immediately jumped into all those things which I wanted to do and which I am doing. And today we are in the 4th session, because I became relieved after his consultation. Till that point, all this information which is there, which I am sharing since last 3-4 days, I was already having, and it was there in my mind that I have to start. And I was doing offline in general, the whole process, but I never came up with this enthusiasm and speeding process. And as soon as we consulted him, it gave me such a relief that everything fast forwarded. So why I'm discussing about this is, now a common man who is sitting in any village with some little guidance can contact people anywhere in the world. This is an example of India I am giving. It was already there, but now it has become normal. This is, previously it was still in a premium. If you wanted to consult somebody outside from your state or even city, some metro city or outside country, it was kind of premium that such a thing is happening. And now this is totally a normal thing. All right, I'm repeating the same thing. So I hope the concept I could clear is the power which we as a common man has received, right? Which previously was, you can consider that somebody who is in Mumbai or Nagpur nearby and who have some influence. So for them, the chances of consultation with him would have been much better. उनके पास ज़्यादा opportunity, ज़्यादा easy होता. But अब ऐसा नहीं है. अब सबके लिए opportunity equal है. So this was in context जो हमारा आज का पूरा चर्चा होनी है, उसके लिए ये context में एक बार confirm करना चाहता था कि कैसे इसका connection है proficiency से. I'll correlate everything. Now let's move on to second concept. Yesterday आप सभी लोग mostly आप सभी लोग yesterday थे और हमने ये discuss किया था कि MOOCs के बारे में, depressing and disheartening and Forbes. I'm sure आप सभी लोग Forbes के बारे में काफी जानकार हैं, and they are very credible company. Whatever information they share, it's the people who are sharing those information are not just somebody who is just giving from their mind. They do a lot of research and find out the real stats, and based on that they share the information. So you can see here Derek Newton, the contributor, the person who has contributed. He is one of the writers who is having the facility of writing on Forbes website. Now, few years back, I would just have read it and would have astonished, okay, what an article. We got the MOOC के बारे में हमें काफी statistics मिल रहा है कि क्या चल रहा है MOOC को लेकर. We are getting the right information. And fine, we would have appreciated. But what can we do now? I connected directly with him. That is what I wanted to show. I connected directly with him. You can see on my screen, Derek Newton. I sent him a message when the first article, I saw his first article. This was the first article. I really appreciate your analysis, how you request you to share your perspective about jobs. This is around 2-3 months back. Thank you for your note. I think the idea of major transition is any short window, 10 years is off. Things just don't change that quickly. This was all before coronavirus, I think. If you see the date, yeah, see the date is March 6th. Everything was pre-corona. Then I also connected with him with regards to this MOOC article, and I mentioned, I've become fan of yours. You give very nicely fact-based analysis and not your subjective understanding. There is objective understanding and there is subjective understanding. Objective understanding is based on facts कि सच्चाई क्या है. Subjective understanding एक individual की अपनी opinion होती है. जैसे मैं ये सब research करके आपको show कर रहा हूँ, तो it is not exactly my subjective understanding. It is objectively, I am trying to communicate that what exactly is happening in the real world and how the society is shaping up. And based on that, I am sharing about the opportunities. So this is what I expressed to him. One needs to connect and all this thing, whatever we have been discussing. So this is another power which now exists with a common man. I'm also connected with Sahas Zero Waste. So they are sharing the information. Yesterday we had discussed about the ecology part of the careers. So these two examples are showing that just from being in a small place, any small place, if you have internet, if you have basic English, and if you are like, for me, because Jnana is my core, The knowledge part is my core. This I am able to visualize on my own. For you, whatever is your field of interest, you can connect with the people who are top notch in your field of interest, because everyone is available on social media. Everyone is there on YouTube. People are there on LinkedIn. People are there on Facebook. People are there on Instagram. They are posting their articles. If you connect with them on their articles, it is possible to get connected with them. So we talk a lot about networking. When we try to become proficient in anything, we are trying to become expert. And to become expert, we have to know where the already existing experts are moving and what are they teaching. Those who are doing, the experts who are doing in their field, what exactly are they teaching? So these two examples was the whole purpose of mine to share these two examples was that आप अपने आप को किसी भी सिचुएशन में, किसी भी परिस्थिति में, किसी भी पर्सन या ये नहीं आज की डेट में बोल सकते कि मेरे पास अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं है. आपके पास डायरेक्शन नहीं हो सकता है. दैट इज व्हाट वी कोचेस डू. दैट इज व्हाट वी हेल्प इन. वी गिव हेल्प इन डायरेक्शन. आपके पास डायरेक्शन नहीं हो सकता है. दैट इज एग्रीएबल. बट यू कैन नॉट से द अपॉर्चुनिटी इज नॉट देयर. So how this particular concept that we can connect to anybody is connected with the becoming expert in a particular field. That is the next portion of our discussion. So I want to show you another video about another kind of transition. New share the window, and the screen is visible. Please listen to this carefully. It's a very short video. Just like yesterday, this will also communicate something very, very wonderful.
Bankrupt. Restaurants, hotels, and airlines are going bankrupt. But did you know that universities are also going bankrupt? Many people forget about this, but universities are a business. They have to pay for professors, for space, and for physical buildings. It costs hundreds of millions of dollars to run a university. And now, because of COVID-19, there are no students left on campus and no more revenue. That's why hundreds of universities will close their doors forever. This is a big deal. Even the richest universities in the world, like Harvard, are going in debt. And it all makes sense. Students don't want to pay $40,000 a year just to go on Zoom and get an education. It's just not the same. And families who have lost their jobs cannot afford college anymore. No more students, no more revenue, lots of expenses, bankruptcy. This is not supposed to depress you. I believe we will get through this. Every time we had a tragedy, humans were able to survive it. We invented the internet because of war, and we landed on the moon because of war. And in the middle of the COVID-19 war, we will fix education. Yes, all universities with beautiful campuses and $100,000 tuition may struggle. But here is my guess. We will see a new type of university that is much cheaper, much more efficient, and much smaller. And we will call it an academy. If you want to become a nurse, you will go to a nursing academy. If you want to become an engineer, you will go to a coding academy. They will cost 10% of the price of a normal school, and many of them may be online. Like the University of the People, it's tuition-free and entirely online. It costs 3% or less of a normal school with good education and job opportunities. In fact, at my own company, we believe this will happen. So we started the NAS Academy. It teaches people how to create videos. It's supposed to be the Harvard of video for 1% of the price. The truth is, before COVID-19, education was too expensive, and many students graduated with debt. Almost $1 trillion of debt. This can ruin careers. I know personally, if I graduated with debt, this entire NAS Daily page would not exist. I would stay at my boring job just to pay back my debts, and none of this, or this would exist. So yes, according to economists, hundreds of universities may go bankrupt, and this is devastating. But in this war, we will build a new type of school, a cheaper one, a more efficient one, that can educate millions of new students without going in debt. And in the middle of darkness, this is good news. See you next week.
Right, so now this may seem that as per what exactly the person was expressing, ये ऐसा लग सकता है कि ये डेवलप होगा. जैसे उनके केस में हमने देखा that he has already created an academy for somebody who wants to make videos, and making videos is going to become a very hit thing in coming future. It has already become. There are many people who are launching courses how to make videos. But this is already existing, and I am going to prove you with different kind of concepts that how this academy culture has already come into existence in different kinds of fields, and how people are going and approaching those academy culture. I mean, those academies, they may not be calling as an academy. This is the principle. It is going to be like academy. How people are going to those fields and becoming experts in those fields under experts. So I'll begin with, I have multiple examples today. I'll see how much time will permit, because yesterday I received a suggestion to take care of time, and it is true because throughout the day you are already having some kind of duty. I really want to appreciate in between, before I begin again, I really want to appreciate that after whole day spending at your work, you have still you are coming and staying till the end, and I'm really grateful for that. So thank you very much. So here comes the first concept. Again, I'm trying to begin it that we can connect to people who are at the top. Any common person can connect to the people who are at the top. Here comes the first example. In terms of any fields, the Power MBA. We have discussed about the Power MBA, but today again I want to little bit go elaborately and just observe how, just like I could connect with a doctor who is top doctor in India, but the facilities there of online. Similarly, how we can connect with these top people in their different fields for our learning. That is the key to become an expert, so that we never have to again think about our getting out of the job anytime in the future, because we can directly connect with the people of our field who are expert and who are at the top of the world, and they are already understanding and anticipating where the world is moving, the society is moving. So as long as person are there, if you are a person, which is true, if there is a society, then there will always be opportunity to become proficient under the people who are already proficient and who are gauging the society, the needs of the society, the direction in which they are moving. So this is Power MBA is a new concept. It has come 3 years back, and learn from founders and top executives of Tesla, Airbnb, Netflix in the first real alternative to MBA. So as we are discussing about how the online education is disrupting the normal education, similarly, this is an MBA degree which is disrupting the normal MBA degree. Especially I'm talking about those 85% of the degrees which do not equip people with demonstrable skills. Today only there is an article I read in Live Mint that because of coronavirus, now people are becoming disinterested in MBA. But it is a kind of, what should I say? It is myth. Because there will always be people and leaders required to organize things, whether we are talking about corporate, whether we talk about society, or everywhere, the management people will always be required. These are the leaders who organize everything. So ये कहीं जाने वाले नहीं है. अब ये फैसिलिटी देखिए आप, जैसे एज अ कॉमन पर्सन आई कुड कनेक्ट विद अ डॉक्टर, एज ए कॉमन पर्सन आप किससे कनेक्ट हो सकते हैं? मैं थोड़ा सा इसके डिटेल में और बताऊंगा उस दिन के कंपैरिजन में. यहाँ पर आपके सामने थोड़ा सा मैं स्क्रीन को एनलार्ज करता हूँ so that you can see the people. I'm not able to do it. All right. Day before yesterday I discussed. Today again the companies are Airbnb, Tesla, and some companies frankly I am also not aware, but the lean startup, Shazam, Waze, Whole Foods Market. So these are the people who are executives who are top. उनकी खुद की फील्ड है वो, और उन्होंने ये MBA के कोर्स में अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन किया है सिखाने में. How is the program? The practical and up-to-date online program is 250 plus 15-minute classes. Daily is 15-minute classes, and local communities all around the world open to anybody that wants to thrive in business. Can you just see the cost of it? It is only $850 US. $850 comes around somewhere. If you multiply by 7.5, it comes somewhere around 65,000. This is not even an engineering first year, 1 year fees of engineering today. The fees of engineering has skyrocketed somewhere 1 lakh. So what the person in the NAS Academy who is mentioning about the academy culture and cost coming down is a proof here. And I'll show you something more that you will actually understand. This is not just some kind of startup which a person is starting कि कुछ नया idea आया है और चलो कुछ करते हैं. वैसा नहीं है ये. So somewhere around 65,000, you can become an expert in MBA with the help of people who are expert. And like suppose now the person from Airbnb, right? Now Airbnb is going through a lot of trouble because of coronavirus. The message he gave is the whatever efforts they made in 12 years, पिछले 6 महीने में वो efforts उनकी down हो गई. All right, the business has suffered, but the experience which the person is getting, the experience the person is getting at this point of time, at this point in time, if that experience he will share, he or she will share with the people to whom they are teaching. Can you imagine कि आप crisis situation से deal करने के लिए कैसे prepare होंगे? So there are hardly 5 to 10% of actual degrees in MBA foreign or India, जहाँ पर इस तरह की knowledge, इस तरह का insights, knowledge नहीं बोलना चाहिए, insights या experience के based पर हमें पता चलता है कि हम कैसे actually practical situations को deal कर सकते हैं. A new standard in business education, Forbes का verdict है इसके बारे में. आपकी स्क्रीन शायद मेरी स्क्रीन से थोड़ी स्लो होगी, तो I'll have to take care of speaking. Like an MBA, but at a fraction of the time and the cost. Author of Lean Startup. Full MBA curriculum. And they have local communities. So there is a system. Is it possible to network in an online program, online events, live events? All right. अब क्वेश्चन ये आता है कि चलिए ठीक है, अच्छा है, पर आप ये साबित करिए कि ये दुनिया में चल रहा है. You know, it's a proof. It's a natural question. यदि कोई मुझे भी ऐसा दिखाए कि हाँ आप एक बहुत ही रोजी पिक्चर दिखा रहे हैं, दुनिया ऐसी होने वाली है, आप हो सकता है आप सिर्फ अपना पॉइंट कम्युनिकेट करना चाहते हैं कि कैसे आपने जो पता किया है वो चीज को आप साबित करना चाहते हैं कि ये चीज कैसे अच्छी है. ऐसा नहीं है. I'll show you with example कि ये चीज दुनिया में कैसे काम कर रही है. This is an interview of the same person from the Power MBA. This is the interview of the same person by Power MBA, and you can see the concept which I want to share. Here is the concept. Since its launch, the Power MBA has expanded to 40 cities in over 50 different countries with more than 20,000 students. शायद कई MBA colleges के तो 20,000 students उनके पूरे lifetime का record होगा. Entering the program, some 40% have completed it, which works out to about 8,000 graduates in under 3 years. 2,000 students sign up every month, जिसकी speed अब बहुत ज़्यादा fast हो गई है. That's a rate that no B school can match. I don't know if the screen is visible to you or not. Despite not offering an official university degree, there is no degree, right? Real world, ये हो रहा है दुनिया में. Power MBA has been integrated by many companies in Spain. The people who got this idea, it's the same idea which I was discussing, that let us learn from the people who are doing things and then teaching, and not just from the people who are teaching. So they started from Spain. Elsewhere into their employee training, and more than 300 firms like EY, Ernst & Young, Bain & Company, and Google now pay for the Power MBA courses for their employees. So, my lord, मैं अपना case यहाँ पर रखता हूँ. This is how things go in the court, that when they give proof. So again, the point we started with Dr. Suresh Advani's discussion that a common person has become powerful because of having access to the people who are top notch in different fields. I shared with 2 examples. Then I discussed about how this particular course, which is an online course, is such a thing. Now I am sharing that कैसे ये वर्ल्ड में कंज्यूम हो रहा है, कितने सारे स्टूडेंट्स निकल चुके हैं और कंपनियां ले रही हैं. एंड दिस इज जस्ट द बिगनिंग. अभी तो ऑनलाइन का शुरू हुआ है. Online becoming a norm. It's just started. And you can just imagine ki how behind our education system is with all this reality. And those people are teaching ground par jo wo kar rahe hain, wo sikha rahe hain. We are training people and they have given all the details. I'll share the link with you. The concept of micro learning. Again, this is the concept of micro learning. Short mein, छोटे में information दीजिए, concise करके powerful. This is the concept of micro learning. I'll express more about micro learning in tomorrow's session when we'll be concluding our 5 days workshop. So this is now their idea of expansion, right? So this is one context where I expressed about the academy culture, where individually you can learn from the people who are doing and who are top notch in their industry. This is with regards to MBA. So how to become an expert? Just learn from these experts. And then आपको कभी MBA में आप जिस भी पोजीशन में होंगे, ऐसे लोगों से जब आप सुनेंगे तो नेचुरली आपके इंटेलिजेंस और नॉलेज इतना अपडेटेड होगा जिस तरह से वर्ल्ड फंक्शन कर रहा है, तो आप अपने एक्सप्रेशन में, आप अपने आउटपुट में वो सारी चीजें डिमॉन्स्ट्रेट कर पाएंगे, क्योंकि आप अप्लाई ही ऐसे प्रिंसिपल करेंगे जो इस तरह की सिचुएशंस में अप्लाई कर कर उन लोगों ने गेन की है. एंड व्हेन यू विल बी अप्लाइंग दोस, यू विल डेफिनेटली गेट आउटपुट फॉर द कंपनी व्हिच यू आर वर्किंग फॉर. And why just work for a company? You can do your own thing and show by the results. You can prove that. तो आप अपनी कंपनी में भी वो शो कर सकते हैं, और जब वो आपका वर्क देखेंगे तो it will become very easily right in front, demonstrable कि how this thing is a reality. This is my first case. I'm resting my first case about becoming an expert. So if you want to become if you are any kind of MBA degree and आपको expert रहना है, इस तरह का course only 65,000. No MBA course happens in 65,000. Ask anybody. So education has already become cheap. Education is already effective, and people are already benefiting, and 300 companies are already associated. Case is rested for first, that is about management. Now let's move on to another. So this is about yoga. Now what I want to share about this is I downloaded a document. He is the person about whom I discussed yesterday about the chronic illness and nutrition. Same principle, how he is an expert in helping people overcome chronic illness through nutrition. He himself has launched his program. If Gaurav is here, yes, Gaurav is here. Gaurav has recently joined the program to become an expert in yogic healer, Yoga Siddhi healer. Gaurav is part of our session here, and he has recently joined this program. Yeah, here is the link. See, this is all he is teaching in his academy. This is again an academy of how to heal chronic illnesses through yoga and other kind of treatments with the help of nutrition. Yes, Gaurav is here. Gaurav has recently become part of this program, and Gaurav is from he has done engineering and MBA. And now he is going into this particular future field because of understanding the importance of health, which people are going to the problem which people are going to face. He has got that alignment with this particular training. So you can see all the details. Just in 1 minute, I'll cover that. ये मैं इसलिए दिखाना चाहता हूं कि मैं आपको बता सकूं कि लोग जेन्युइन हैं, उनकी एकेडमीज जेन्युइन है, और जो इम्पैक्ट वो क्रिएट करने वाले हैं वो जेन्युइन है, और जो उनकी ट्रेनिंग है, वो जिनको ट्रेन करने वाले हैं वो जेन्युइन है. यदि हम अपने अलाइनमेंट के साथ पता कर सकें तो इस फील्ड में हम एक्सपर्ट बन सकते हैं बाय गेटिंग कनेक्टेड विद द पीपल हु आर ऑलरेडी एक्सपर्ट. सो देयर आर 5 कोशास ऑफ बॉडी: अन्नमय, प्राणमय, मनोमय, विज्ञानमय, आनंदमय. इन सभी लेवल पे कैसे हेल्थ खराब होती है, इन्फेक्शन, रेडिएशन, टॉक्सिन, पेस्टिसाइड, प्लास्टिक, पेंट्स, इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन. Someday I'll do this particular session on my own based on my last experience of last 2 years of myself recovering from a chronic illness. All levels he covers. All levels he covers. This is a yoga siddhi healing methodology for nutrition. Then there is diagnosis, kaise karna hai, nadi parishodhana, and different methodologies are there. Pulse reading, aura reading, karmic reading, then taking permission, healing, 20 weeks of training program. Just see how robust a training program is. Yog Nidra, all details. I think the screen is little smaller. I have increased it. Energy healing, some are here in pranic healing. Yesterday I had I had a short discussion with Mrs. Neeta. She is into this energy healing of pranic healing. Then Yoga Siddhi Rahas, 10 volumes, the test book, certification. अब देखिए मजेदार बात यहां पर आते हैं. ये आपको एक बार यदि न्यूट्रिशन में एक्सपर्ट बनाया, दिस इज फ्रॉम यस्टरडेज डिस्कशन, हम कैरी फॉरवर्ड कर रहे हैं कि आपने न्यूट्रिशन की फील्ड चूज करी. आप मान लीजिए हेल्थ के साथ, द वीर एस्पेक्ट आपकी पर्सनालिटी का प्रोमिनेंट है, आप हेल्थ के साथ एसोसिएट होना चाहते हैं और आपको एक फ्यूचर करियर अपॉर्चुनिटी मैंने बताई कि ये न्यूट्रिशन में है. एंड देन नेक्स्ट आई एम प्रूविंग दैट हियर इज अ पर्सन हु हैज दिस काइंड ऑफ एकेडमी वेयर ही इज ट्रेनिंग पीपल हु कैन बिकम एक्सपर्ट इन दिस पर्टिकुलर फील्ड. अभी तक ऊपर जो मैंने शेयर किया था वो उनका सिलेबस है जो वो पूरा कवर करेंगे डायग्नोसिस और ट्रीटमेंट से रिलेटेड. अब ये देखिए, द पर्सन इज नॉट लीविंग यू जस्ट देयर, ही इज हेल्पिंग यू टू हाउ यू कैन डू योर प्रैक्टिस ऑल्सो. नॉट जस्ट कि आपको नॉलेज दे दिया, अब आप जानो कैसे करना है. सपोज इफ somebody is teaching pranic healing, the person has to teach pranic healing and the person, I mean, कहीं से आपने ट्रेनिंग ली प्राणिक हीलिंग के बारे में, तो वो आपको प्राणिक हीलिंग की मेथोडोलॉजी तो सिखाएंगे, सिखाना चाहिए. साथ ही साथ उनको ये भी सिखाना चाहिए कि अब आप दूसरों को प्राणिक हीलिंग कैसे सिखा सकते हैं. Because mind you, our concept here is we are trying to identify a field which is aligned with our personality through which we can also have financial rewards. ये दोनों connection रखना है हमको. In that context we are discussing. So niching, validation, funnels, copywriting, graphic design, videos, podcast, website, digital advertising, nurturing leads. The whole process the person will be teaching to the people who are part of his program. पूरा वो सिखाएंगे उसमें और आपकी पूरी मार्केटिंग के पूरी चीजों को वो कंप्लीट करेंगे. आप किस डिसीज स्पेसिफिक जाइए, आप कैसे वैलिड करिए कि उस चीज के लिए उतने पेशेंट्स हैं, कैसे उनको मैसेज देना है, कैसे आपके आर्टिकल्स होने चाहिए. एवरीथिंग द पर्सन विल बी टीचिंग. And it's just for cost of some $1,000, $1,500 or $1,200, somewhere around this, 1,500 or something. Just so less. एक बेसिक इंजीनियरिंग एजुकेशन जिसके बाद मैक्सिमम लोगों की जॉब भी नहीं लग पाती है, is costing 4 lakh rupees today. और कॉलेज से पास आउट होने के बाद, you know, I'll just ask you a question. एक ऑब्जर्वेशन मैं आपसे शेयर करता हूँ. आपने देखा होगा लोग काम करते हैं जो घर बनाते हैं, जो मिस्त्री लोग होते हैं और उनके साथ उनके असिस्टेंट्स होते हैं. I have observed personally that there are many assistants जो उन मिस्त्री लोगों को हेल्प कर रहे हैं. And within a span of 1 to 2 years, they themselves become mistri just by assisting those people. पहले वो मसाला वगैरह बनाना, वो सब प्रोसेस चल रहा होता है उनका. That is what they start with. That is what they start with. And once that is done, they learn कि ये कैसे कर रहे हैं. And 1 से 2 साल में बिना किसी एजुकेशन के वो सीख जाते हैं और वो खुद मिस्त्री बन जाते हैं. दे स्टार्ट अर्निंग समवेयर अराउंड 15,000 to 20,000. नो डिग्रीज, जस्ट बाय डिमॉन्स्ट्रेबल प्रैक्टिकल स्किल. Isn't this not funny that an engineering college, after teaching a person for 4 years, cannot guarantee them that we will give you a placement? Why shouldn't they guarantee if they are taking so much of money? This is my question to you. जब एक normal person, there are multiple reasons. I accept, I agree with that. Student का भी contribution है, but आपका एक पूरा, you are not helping a person holistically. आपका पूरा mindset किसी individual को capable बनाकर industry में absorb करने का पूरा holistic vision नहीं है. That's why most of the engineering colleges are struggling, because they are not serving their people. And this is what I am showing. The Power MBA, they are serving the people with right amount of content and right amount of opportunities to network. 20,000 लोगों का network है. आपको क्या नहीं पता चलेगा कि दुनिया में कहां पर किस तरह के मैनेजमेंट की चीजें हो रही हैं. ऑनलाइन के थ्रू इतना कंट्रीब्यूशन है, इवेंट्स है. Here this person, Mr. Ashwin, Yogi Ashwin, he is having such a network. You won't believe the kind of person he is and the dedication he has to help people. So this is another example of how the academies will be helping you. आप align करके opportunity समझ के आप next level पे जाते हैं, तो इस तरह के लोग exist कर रहे हैं. और मैं आपको अभी कुछ 1, 2, 3 और 4 फील्ड्स के बारे में और बताऊंगा, बट उसके पहले मैं एक कॉन्सेप्ट अभी क्लियर करना चाहता हूं, और वो कॉन्सेप्ट है ये. दिस इज द कॉन्सेप्ट, मेंटरशिप कल्चर. दिस इज ऑलरेडी फ्यूचर, जो रियलिटी आज की डेट में है, जो मैंने आपको 2 एग्जांपल से शो किया. 4 और एग्जांपल से मैं शेयर करूंगा. इसके पहले मैं इस कॉन्सेप्ट को डिस्कस करना चाहता हूं. वी स्टिल हैव 18 मिनट्स रिमेनिंग. mentorship culture. So what is going to happen in mentorship culture? Like I think जिनसे मेरी बात हुई थी कल वो है यहाँ पर. Yes, she is here, so she can communicate. Yesterday I had a small talk with one of the person who is in our participant group right now. So I have not taken her permission, so I won't call her name. But she mentioned to me yesterday that she, जो मैंने कल digital marketing के बारे में digital दीपक की बात करी थी, she already enrolled in the course of that person, and it is 15,000 to 16,000. और जो कल मेरा थोड़ा सा कम्युनिकेशन हुआ उनके साथ, तो पता चला कि she is a pranic healing expert, and she wanted to find out how she can now market her pranic healing thing, and all she needed was a course of 100 rupees, which she was already enrolled into. But if she could have, like suppose if she could have come across me और मेरे साथ उनका डिस्कशन होता, तो वो 15 से 16,000 वाले कोर्स में एनरोल करने की जरूरत ही नहीं होती, क्योंकि आपको पता होता कि वो कोर्स आपको हार्डकोर डिजिटल मार्केटिंग के लिए वो कोर्स है, नॉट फॉर जस्ट फॉर मार्केटिंग वंस ओन थिंग. So this is how mentorship culture, just a person who is career coaching can give you that insight. जैसे मैं जो insights आपसे शेयर कर रहा हूँ, ये career coaching में जो deep में गए हैं, जो अपने students को सर्व करने के लिए सोच रहे हैं, वो actually उस deep depth में जाते हैं पता करने के लिए कि किस person की क्या requirement है, so that they can save their time, they can save their money. And that's how we make our living. That's how our personality is aligned with what we are doing, and that's how we earn our wealth, by helping people so that they do not lose that amount of wealth. This is what is mentorship culture. I'm just giving my own example. So there are 2 principles of mentorship culture. Both principles, examples I have already given, and I'll demonstrate further. The first is to get associated with a person who has a system himself. Person with a system, and second is person in a system. Again, I'll repeat. Please listen to this carefully. Person with a system and person in a system. या तो वो सिस्टम इतना पावरफुल होना चाहिए कि वो ऐसे पर्सन लोगों को ला रहा है जो कि इंडस्ट्री के रियल लोग हैं, जो आपको सिखाएं, और सिस्टम सब कुछ मैनेज कर रहा है. या फिर वो पर्सन इतना पावरफुल होना चाहिए, इतना नॉलेजेबल होना चाहिए, इतना उसका कंसर्न होना चाहिए अपने स्टूडेंट्स के लिए कि दैट पर्सन इज हैविंग अ सिस्टम ऑफ हेल्पिंग हिज पीपल. सो द पर्सन इज द सेंटर उस सिस्टम में, और वो पूरा सिस्टम की मदद से अपने लोगों को उस पर्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन में हेल्प कर रहे हैं, सो दैट दे बिकम with regards to expert, with regards to whatever field they are choosing. And second is वो सिस्टम किसी ने बनाया हुआ है, एक सिस्टम बना हुआ है, वो सिस्टम इतना पावरफुल होना चाहिए कि वो ऐसे पावरफुल पर्सन्स को लाए और वहां से लोगों की हेल्प करे. So the 2 examples we discussed अभी तक, Power MBA is a person in a system. The Power MBA is the system created by their founders, और उसके अंदर उन्होंने सारे ऐसे पर्सन लोगों को लाया है जो कि पावरफुल हैं, जो कि रियल टाइम के लेसन्स शेयर कर रहे हैं अपने ऑडियंस के साथ. सो दिस इज अ एग्जांपल ऑफ पर्सन इन अ सिस्टम. एंड अभी जो सेकंड एग्जांपल मैंने आपसे शेयर किया वो है पर्सन विद अ सिस्टम. दैट मींस योगी अश्विन, जो कि न्यूट्रिशन, क्रॉनिक इलनेस और I experienced about chronic illness. He is expert in yoga also. He is expert in marketing also. He is expert in multiple things. But I just discussed. आप यदि उनसे connected होंगे और आप जो भी सीखना चाहेंगे वो सिखा सकते हैं. But specifically we discussed about the healing part और the chronic illness और nutrition के combination और yoga के combination से आप कैसे ठीक हो सकते हैं. So he is a person, और उनके around उन्होंने system बनाया जिसका मैंने आपसे भी एक glimpse share किया कि the system is not just diagnosing, treatment, even helping you become situated in your field. Which of the colleges are concerned about this thing? They connect with alumni so that they can give alumni. आप क्या सोच रहे हैं अपने स्टूडेंट्स के लिए? आप 4 साल उनको पढ़ा रहे हैं, 2 साल उनको पढ़ा रहे हैं, उनके जाने के बाद आप उनके लिए क्या केयर कर रहे हैं? You know, we need people who care. That is what is possible in academic culture, because the people who are starting academies, इस तरह का transformation culture के education को जो शुरू कर रहे हैं, they have lot of prospect empathy. जो भी स्टूडेंट्स को वो लेने आ रहे हैं वो उनके दर्द को समझते हैं, उनकी पेन को समझते हैं, उनके प्रॉब्लम को समझते हैं। जैसे हमारे करियर कोचिंग का ये कॉन्सेप्ट है कि हमको समझना है कि लोगों के एक्चुअल इश्यूज क्या हैं, so that we can provide the appropriate help. This is what academy culture is bringing. Wherever there is a system who has person from real world, or wherever there are person who has a system of themselves. And I'll conclude within next 13 minutes giving you 4 more examples of 4 different fields of how you can become an expert in a particular field of your interest. So let's close this window and let me share a screen again with the proper thing. All right, the screen is back. So here is another example. She is Kartika Nayar. शायद आप इनके बारे में जानते होंगे, शायद आप नहीं जानते होंगे. ये एकेडमी कल्चर में पर्सन विद अ सिस्टम का एग्जाम्पल है. शी इज अ पर्सन जिनका खुद का सिस्टम है. और ये किस चीज में हेल्प कर रही है? ये उस चीज में हेल्प कर रही हैं जिस चीज में ये 10 साल पहले सफर करी, जिसमें दुनिया आज की डेट में बहुत जबरदस्त तरीके से सफर कर रही है. और वो चीज है माइंड. लोग अपने मन से परेशान हैं. जैसे परिस्थितियां बदली, इट वाज सो डिफिकल्ट फॉर पीपल टू अडेप्ट. Most of the people have to finish their home responsibilities, take care of their children, and then do their work also and be together, all of them. And schools were taking a lot of. Recently I realized that schools, the main role which schools were playing, कि वो 7 से 8 घंटे आपके बच्चों की केयर करते थे और आप अपना काम कर सकते थे, क्योंकि पढ़ाना तो ऑनलाइन और घर से और एडटेक कंपनीज के थ्रू भी हो सकता है. So all these challenges when people went through in different families, there was a lot of turmoil. And that was something she experienced 5 to 8 years back, not with regards to this particular issue, but related to mind. She went into deep depression and she went into the field of mindfulness. So here we are talking about broader field is health. Inside health, we are talking about mindfulness. So how she recovered from her journey. And then she created this academy, which she called as Synchro Shakti Coaching. So all the details are mentioned about her experience. I'll share her link also with you. What is her mission? Kartika's mission is to show people that they are not chained to their circumstances and can rise above mental, emotional, physical pain and create the best life they deserve in all areas of their life. So if you are someone, if anybody is a person who wants to receive help with regards to all these mental and emotional problems of themselves through the methodology of mindfulness. There are various methodologies for giving relief from mental and emotional problems. Psychotherapy hota hai, hypnosis hota hai, many things are there. Flower medicine hai. So pranic healing, Reiki healing. If I'll start for next 10 minutes, I can make list what all methodologies are exist. सिर्फ MBBS, Ayurveda और homeopathy नहीं है. There are so many different methodologies जिसमें real लोग काम कर रहे हैं. I'm connected with so many of those people. So point is, now just imagine such a person who has come out from such a struggle from her own life. And now if she has created an academy of making people mindfulness experts so that they can help others. कितने empathy के साथ वो अपने patients को या उन लोगों को जो उनके अंडर ट्रेन होने आते हैं वो उसको consider करेंगे. So this is about mindfulness with regards to healing and health area. And in the about, we can learn more about her. I'll keep my story short. So she has expressed her story. This is, of course, I'll just want you to go through the story. We have limited time, but let's just go through the story quickly. Because of all the bullying, getting on the wrong side of people, I developed poor self-esteem, victim mentality, generally depressed, powerless. This is how I ventured into personal development and spirituality because I wanted to feel something other than suicidal all the time. Maybe happy when I was open to exploring the possibility. Thank God for that. My spiritual journey began when I was mere child. She was diagnosed with panic disorder, high level of anxiety disorder. And this is the journey of a person जो बाहर आए हैं. अब किसी को करियर बनाना है, ये किसी स्कूल में नहीं बताया था कि आप इस तरह का करियर बनाया जा सकते हैं. You want to know how much is her earning? You want to know how much is her earning? She earns somewhere around $3,000 to $5,000 per month. This is how she has made her academy. This is how she is actually able to help people, because उनका खुद का experience, तजुर्बा इतना जबरदस्त है real world का कि उनको वो insights पता है जो लोगों को बताई जा सकती हैं, जिनसे लोगों की problem solve होगी. और जब लोगों की problem को आप solve कर सकते हैं तो लोगों को क्या problem होगी आपको payment करने में, because there is a proper value exchange. So this is another example of person with a system. She is the core center of that system of this Synchro Shakti coaching. Now let's move to another example. This is again an example of person with a system. Here is somebody from the field of technology. We discussed about management. We discussed about health in terms of nutrition and chronic illness. We discussed about, today I have taken some more examples. I have more than hundreds or 150 of such examples. Here is another example. He is an expert, Mr. Shashidharan, very genuine person. And what does he do? With a rich experience of 30 years, mostly in leadership roles in information, cybersecurity at Fortune 100 companies like IBM and Unilever, I am uniquely placed in training you in information and cybersecurity. I have trained, mentored, and helped develop industry required skill sets for more than 5,000 plus professionals in my area of specialization, that is information and cyber security. So anybody, a technical guy, technology related, जिनका core है machines programming और इस सब से आपका interest है, 30 years of experience with such companies, having a genuine program of his own. Can he not make an individual expert in that field and remain an expert in that field? How is it possible? Apart from some natural calamity, मतलब सिर्फ आपकी, मतलब किसी आपकी नहीं, बट किसी इंडिविजुअल की यदि वो डेथ ही हो जाए तो ही है कि वो आगे नहीं बढ़ पाएगा. Are you a leader looking for training to upskill your existing info security teams? If so, I can help. Complete experience. See what happens. Generally, we go for networking individually, but if we are connected to a mentor, we discussed, like Ruben is here. Day before yesterday, he has asked that I have passion about something. I want to know about the co-founders. And I had suggested him that if you want to find co-founders like-minded, just find out a leader or a mentor who is like-minded, because those are the people who are already experienced in what you are aspiring or the direction. So we definitely have our individuality and we will be doing things individually, but those people are already having network of people जिनके पास like-minded लोग हैं. तो ऐसे लोगों से आप कनेक्ट होंगे तो आपको वो नेटवर्क और वो लोग मिलेंगे जहां पर आप ग्रुप भी बना सकते हैं, कम्युनिटी भी बना सकते हैं. So just connecting to one person who is expert in that particular field based on this concept of mentorship, which is portrayed by just in the couple of like one video before about the academy culture. It is already existing, it is already happening, and this is how the whole education system is getting revolutionized. The people from the real world are giving you real knowledge, you are receiving real network, real opportunities. They know where are the opportunities in cyber security field. So this is with regards to technology, cyber security. These are all his credentials. So many summits he has worked with, 30 years of experience, very genuine person. I have personal relationship with him. So this is a person with a system. Now, again, coming back to upgrade. This is person in a system. So upgrade is a system. They are not like you can see, these are different kinds of branding. The first one has done personal branding. So personal branding में आप person को center लेकर आप system को पूरा हर तरफ से बनाते हैं. And this is about system की branding की गई है. Although Ronnie Screwvala is the main investor in this company, but they have branded the system. I mean, they have branded based on the system, and these are all the programs happening. And इनके बारे में हम कल डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, बट मैं इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में इस एग्जांपल को लेना चाहता था कि कैसे पर्सन विथ अ सिस्टम एंड पर्सन इन अ सिस्टम का एग्जांपल मैं लेना चाहता था. एंड द लास्ट वन अगेन, सो देयर विल बी प्राइस. इनका एक कॉस्ट रहता है, बट हम उस कॉस्ट को यदि हम we studied from 3 years of age till 18 years of age, okay, include that cost. After 18 till 22, if we have done engineering or again MBA, then 6 years. Calculate all that cost. And after that, if on today's date we are struggling, what did we, why the hell we went through the education for? When we are talking about cash. Education is talked in different terms. In terms of values and qualities also education is talked about. But we are talking about education with perspective of having a stable job with least insecurity, because we are always up to date. इस तरह का system इतने साल हमने गुजारे, इतना पैसा खर्च किया. If these people are, they are giving personal attention. By the way, if you are talking about upgrade, they are giving personal attention. So without investing, there is no possibility. And the best example I can give about this is, एक farmer को आप consider करें, चाहे वो कितना भी poor क्यों ना हो. I have a farming background. Any farmer कितना भी poor ना हो, कितना भी poor क्यों ना हो वो, उसके पास कोई भी facility ना हो, he has to arrange for seeds before he can harvest the crop. I'll repeat, he has to arrange for seeds before he can harvest the crop. आप कहाँ से seed लाते हैं, borrow करते हैं, क्या करते हैं? It's all your brain substance. You have to find out how to do that. But without seeds, you cannot sow something in land, and without sowing, there will not be any harvest. So basics can be provided. If you are a poor person, like abhi coronavirus mein migration hua, so many people were struggling. Many people came, provided them with food, provided them with different facilities. All this can be provided to an individual. But when in terms of how to sustain yourself, how to earn yourself, nobody gave job to the migrants who were going. They just helped them so that you can reach your home, and then government is making some kind of a scheme. So ultimately you have to invest some seed in order to harvest the crop. So we have to find out कि हमें वो seed कहाँ पे invest करना है. That is what is like the role we play as a career coach, and that is what as an individual we have to figure out कि हमें कहाँ पर seed invest करना है. तो जहाँ पर system robust है और लोग उनके पास, the people who are teaching are the real world people with a robust system, who will not just give you knowledge but give you a holistic experience so that you actually get out with an opportunity, then we should not take a step back in terms of investing, because इतना struggle करके हम जहाँ पहुँचे हैं वहाँ पर पता ही नहीं है कि जो job है उसकी जो salary है वो बचेगी कि नहीं बचेगी. और फिर भी हम कुछ और degree collect करने में साइकोलॉजी इन जनरल ऐसी जाती है कि कुछ और सर्टिफिकेशन, कुछ और डिग्री ले लें. वी हैव टू रिवर्स इंजीनियर क्या चल रहा है असली दुनिया में, वहां से पीछे आइए. ऑल राइट, जस्ट 1 minute is remaining, and last example is about gray atom. This is again a system with people. They are about data science. The screen is visible? Yes, the screen is visible. This is about data science. So इनके में सबसे अच्छा क्या है, इनका ये देखिए, जो स्टार्ट कोर्स है 499 का, शायद सबसे नीचे मेंशन्ड है. Okay, it's here itself at the top. They do a 5 days course of just 499, जहां पर वो 7.5 hours में 5 sessions लेके पूरा आपको knowledge देते हैं. This is again a kind of, we can say a kind of academy where the system is, the gray atom is a system, and what they do is they have the program data science transition, data science learn, right? And see the success stories. Software developer at Accenture to data scientist at Deloitte. These are the people who understand कि किस direction में भविष्य जा रहा है. Assistant manager network before assistant manager data analytics at nearby technologies. Quality engineer, data scientist. This is how the people are doing. और ये verify करना कि powerful है कि नहीं है courses, just 499 में 5 days की workshop में आपको content समझ में आ जाएगा कि दम है कि नहीं बंदे में. क्योंकि यदि आपकी aligned field है तो आपके पास कुछ ना कुछ knowledge जरूर होगा. Data science होता क्या है, काम कैसे करता है, और ये लोग सही बता रहे हैं कि नहीं. Now here comes a robust system experience, real industry experience. Get a real world perspective as mentors, bring them day-to-day jobs into their lessons. Practitioners, not managers. Mentors actually work with the skills they teach learners and aren't just managing teams. Carefully chosen, a rigorous selection process ensures that mentors are dedicated to learner success. Mentors track learner progress on the dashboard, connect with you to solve problems and give advice on interview application. This is very, 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 very important. क्यों? क्योंकि इस पोजीशन में जहां पर हम हैं, यहां से हमें अपग्रेड करना है, तो एक बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग मेंटल रेजिस्टेंस होता है. When we are in childhood age, जो भी सिखाया जाता है फटफट ग्रैस्प होता है. बट आज की डेट में लाइफ की रियलिटीज, आपके चिल्ड्रन हैं, आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज हैं, आपके घर में पानी आ रहा है कि नहीं, आपके बिल चुकता हो रहे हैं कि नहीं. There are so many concerns we have at this point of time. So we need hand holding. We need hand holding. That's why people who has system or people who are in a system, ऐसे सिस्टम या ऐसे लोग हमें ढूंढने हैं अपग्रेड होने के लिए कि जो हमारी हैंड होल्डिंग करने में हमें काफी मदद करें, क्योंकि पर्सनालिटी अलाइन होते हुए भी, अपॉर्चुनिटी होते हुए भी, सब कुछ होते हुए भी, इट कैन बिकम वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू अपग्रेड एंड अप स्किल एंड वी मे बिकम irrelevant even though we are knowing that we may lose our job and the opportunity, because it's difficult after a particular age to make those changes quickly. So we need people who can handhold us, who can give us that energy from their own, जहां पर हम यदि डाउन जाते हैं तो हम फटफट वापस अप होते रहें और प्रोग्रेस स्लो या फास्ट जो भी हम जल्दी जल्दी करते रहें. So this was whole session and it's 9:02. I am already 2 minutes late. I am sorry for that. These are the people who are trainers: data solution architect, machine learning engineer in LinkedIn, and in Book My Show, data scientist. And then they give career services also. So I'm not aware about their exact course price, but I am aware that their course starts at $499. So it is very good to visit, observe. मतलब एक अंदर जाकर हम पता कर सकते हैं. 51% average salary hike and all these details. And last, in conclusion, I want to say that the best part of online is कोई छुप नहीं सकता. यदि आप थोड़ा सा भी डीप में जाएंगे या आप करियर कोचेस की हेल्प लेंगे तो आपको इनसाइट्स एक्चुअली डीप में मिल जाएंगे कि एक्चुअली उस सिस्टम के जो लोग हैं उनको एक्चुअली में कुछ अपॉर्चुनिटी फ्यूचर में मिली है या नहीं मिली. बिकॉज दे हैव टू पोस्ट टेस्टिमोनियल्स. ऑल पीपल जिनका टेस्टिमोनियल डालेंगे, दे हैव सम सोशल अकाउंट. यू कैन कनेक्ट विद दोज पीपल ऑन लिंक्डइन, फेसबुक, टॉक टू देम, फाइंड आउट कि सच में ऐसा हुआ है या जस्ट कहानी है. जस्ट लाइक सो मेनी एडवर्टाइजमेंट कम्स, like for IIT JEE, so many people give advertisement और first rank, second rank, top 10 दिखा के बुला लेते हैं, and 2000 people out of 12 lakh, 0.000007 कुछ आपका रेशियो है क्लियर करने का. and there was no facility जहां पर आप उन लोगों से कनेक्ट कर पाए जो उस कोर्स से निकले हैं, unless you know somebody personally or you come to know somebody personally. But on today's date, through online, everyone has to share testimonial to prove कि उन्होंने जो contribution वो actually कर रहे हैं, करियर में बदलाव कर रहे हैं, and we can connect to those people to find the truth. So I could give 6 examples. 3 were from like 3 are from person in a system and 3 are from person with a system. This is how we will become expert and we will become irreplaceable in future. All right. So thank you very much. It's 9:04. If any one of you have any particular work to do, you are totally free to leave. Thank you so much. And tomorrow, अभी तक जो हमने डिस्कशन किया है ये मैंने आपको इंडिविजुअली 3 कॉन्सेप्ट्स बताए हैं, अबाउट पर्सनालिटी, अबाउट अपॉर्चुनिटीज, अबाउट मेंटरशिप, अबाउट बिकमिंग एक्सपर्ट. टुमारो आई विल बी गोइंग अ लॉट अबाउट पर्सनल एस्पेक्ट, कि आप कैसे अपनी पर्सनालिटी को एनालाइज करके, कैसे अपॉर्चुनिटी को समझ के और कैसे किसी मेंटर से कनेक्ट हो सकते हैं जहां पर आपको ऐसा एक पूरा सिस्टम मिल पाए कि आप उसके अंदर जाकर बाहर निकल पाए विदाउट मच चैलेंज एंड रिसीविंग इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल मोटिवेशन बोथ. तो जब सिस्टम रोबस्ट मिलेगा तो आपके पास एक्सटर्नल मोटिवेशन पावरफुल रहेगा और आपकी पर्सनालिटी अलाइन रहेगी तो आपका इंट्रिंसिक मोटिवेशन रहेगा. सो व्हेन बोथ दीज थिंग्स आर कंबाइंड, 99%, unless something God forbidden happens, there is no excuse on today's date why a common person cannot. I am giving a class from a small town in Madhya Pradesh which is surrounded by agriculture. आप में से कई लोगों ने तो उसका नाम भी नहीं सुना होगा, but you are still here listening to me because I am able to share something which is giving you value contribution. So I cannot give any excuse. Whole people in my particular place cannot give any excuse कि कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं है जैसा पहले होता था. सो यू ऑल आर फ्री नाउ टू लीव दिस सेशन. थैंक यू वेरी मच. प्लीज कम टुमारो, क्योंकि कल वेरी पर्सनल एस्पेक्ट्स पे बात की जाएंगी कि एज एन इंडिविजुअल आप कैसे सक्सेस अचीव कर सकते हैं जल्दी से जल्दी सीख के. एंड यू रिसीव लॉट ऑफ सिक्योरिटी व्हेन यू आर कनेक्टेड विद सच काइंड ऑफ पीपल जो आपके बारे में सोचते हैं. कोई कंपनी अपने एम्प्लॉयज के बारे में सोचती है क्या? बहुत ही लिमिटेड कंपनी है. वी कैन काउंट ऑन फिंगर्स, बिकॉज वो बिजनेस एस्पेक्ट से ही फाउंडेशन बना हुआ होता है. बट दीज आर द पीपल जो सिर्फ बिजनेस एक्सपेक्ट से नहीं, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन से और एम्पैथी के साथ अपनी चीजों को शुरू कर रहे हैं. ऑल ऑफ दीज इंडिविजुअल्स व्हिच आई हैव शेयर्ड, whether they are a system or specific or person specific. So thank you very much. Let me see if there are some questions. Thank you so much, sir. Kanishka, thank you. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Sir, if we are presently 11th and 12th kind of period, we have to follow the education system to proceed. Is there any path of opting for such courses as given in the session? Is there any pathway of opting for such courses as given in the session? Yes, I gave iNurture का example दिया था मैंने आपको. BTech, MTech, they are along doing BTech and MTech. It's all totally EdTech based. I gave the example. So yes, it can be done. And just wait for some time. You will get a lot of updates. Like yesterday, I had shared about IIT Madras. I forgot to share yesterday that the IIT Madras का जो course है, it is open for everyone. 2,50,000 students तक वो data science के ले सकते हैं, because the prediction is by 2026 there will be requirement of somewhere around 1 crore data scientists. If I'm not wrong, if I have not read it wrongly. So we have to follow the education, at least till class 11th and 12th, you have to go through the education system, unless you are some kind of, you have that personal, it requires courage to break the education system. And like personally, I would not suggest from my side to take that kind of risk, because you will have to have very strong mind. Like we talked about वीर्य, आपका वीर्य core होना चाहिए जहां पर आप mind को strengthening आपकी बहुत powerful है, then you can take some that kind of drastic step. So just go through the education system and you'll find Vivek Bindra starts the same initiative. I'm not aware about Vivek Bindra's thing. I am aware about Vivek Bindra. He's a great motivational speaker, but उनका जो system है उसके बारे में मैं aware नहीं हूँ कपिल. What's your thought on role of family ecosystem going ahead with future career perspective? Do you it's crucial or relevant or can be ignored? Family ecosystem बहुत जबरदस्त. चलिए आपको इस पर भी मैं बताता हूँ. Here is a lady. This website is taking some time. Gaurav, this will also be very attractive to you. Parenting is a partnership between the parent and the child. There are no bosses. So she is Riddhi Deora. She is a parenting coach. I think आप ecosystem की बात इसी context में कर रहे हैं. So she himself is helping young generation mothers and fathers into parenting. I am on a mission to help 100,000 mothers live a happy, holistic and spiritual life. Of course, family is the key. उसमें कोई doubt नहीं है. ये demonstrations हैं, मैं कुछ और इसमें इनके blogs हैं, something products. Yeah, what exactly are they helping? Learn about my products. Do you want to make parenting a fun journey? These are the products. Easy parenting formula. Learn some simple and easy hacks to make parenting a simple and fun journey. Level 2 course. She has different level of courses. Today only I had conversation with her and she mentioned that I just asked her, what is about your course? What is going on? Because the society is in tremendous need, especially all the children are at home. Mothers, new age mothers, abhi Yahoo mein ek article aaya tha ki new age mothers are ready to go for online to find out the solution. So she told that she has just shifted with her in-laws and she is, I mean, like we both came to this conclusion that she is currently receiving more insights about parenting, because staying with in-laws is also another kind of learning how to manage those. So there is no doubt about family ecosystem. What's your thought on role of family? Shantanu sir is already asking for the link. I'll share. What's your thought on role of family ecosystem? Going ahead with future career perspective, it's crucial or relevant or can be ignored? Of course, it cannot be ignored. It cannot be ignored. Family ecosystem कैसे ignore हो जाएगा? Okay, Rahul Rajkumar Bajaj. Siddharth Rashikar ecosystem model is ruling and many are earning. Yes, because he's all talking about the realistic thing in the world. It's all about the reality, which Siddharth Rashikar is doing. And he is actually like kind of revolution actually he's creating, no doubt about it. My question is, if chosen a career and you are chosen mentor, what way out to invite family participation as moral participation? I'm not talking about parenting, but family alignment with your aspiration. Yes, family alignment with aspiration. All right. See, most of the time what happens is, it's all comes down to communication. Recently, I was talking with my father that you and myself, we never had that relationship where we had an emotional bonding, because he was always busy in taking responsibility of so many other aspects of family where his sisters and all were there. So the weakest part in family, which on today's date is, as per my understanding, the most important aspect is communication. So if you have an idea, आपको यदि किसी, देखिए आप यदि किसी चीज के बारे में सोच रहे हैं कि मेरा अलाइनमेंट इस चीज के साथ है, तो you definitely will have a plan. कुछ तो आपके माइंड में होगा जिसको आप कागज पे रख सकते हैं, and then sit down with your family alignment and then make them understand. You discuss with them, आप बताइए आप क्या विजुअलाइजेशन क्या है, आपका विजन क्या है, और कुछ ना कुछ आपके पास रिजल्ट्स भी होंगे. See, if today, on today's date, if I say I am thinking about career coaching, then my parents will ask, कैसे आप ये क्या career coach करोगे यहाँ गांव में बैठ के, क्या career coach? I have a proof. I can show so many testimonials which people expressed about how this session they have experienced. I can show about the knowledge which I have, and I can show about, I can guide a particular person, and वो person जाकर उनको live भी बता सकता है. So we have to have the communication lesson सीखना है हमने family के साथ, अपने जो aspiration है, हमारा जो alignment है उससे related, right? So I hope this is the thing which you wanted. Family participation. So family participation के लिए हमको communication करना पड़ेगा, और उसके लिए हमें पूरा system, जैसे मैंने यहाँ पर किया, ऐसे आपको अपने system को एक तरह से उनको express करने के लिए समझाना पड़ेगा कि देखिए मैं जो direction choose कर रहा हूँ, you have to prove them that it is a valid direction. And entrepreneurship, यदि generally क्या होता है कि हम अपना ही कुछ शुरू कर रहे होते हैं. So when it comes to entrepreneurship, everyone has to understand that entrepreneurship is a risk. You see, Rahul, I'll discuss with you about this. Let's see the definition of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship meaning. See, the activity of setting up a business or businesses taking on financial risks in the hope of profit. Financial risk in a hope of profit. So क्या होता है कि जनरली हमारे कॉन्सेप्ट्स क्लियर नहीं होते हैं, तो जो फियर है कम्युनिकेशन में, व्हाट आर द पेरेंट्स गोइंग थ्रू, दे आर गोइंग थ्रू, एक सोसाइटी में लोग क्या बोलेंगे, पहला चीज उनको आपकी चिंता भी होती है कि अरे ये क्या कर रहा है, मतलब, so fear is there and the social concern is there. And another thing, there could be some different emotions, like it's a kind of discussion which we need to have. There could be some more emotions. So we have to, based on our knowledge, our experience, अपना validation, अपना idea, हमें उनको communicate करना पड़ेगा. Communication is relevant only when profit is on the table. It becomes criticism when it is not, and it takes time to come to that picture. How to align that thought in the conditioned mindset of our elders where communication ends one-sided. Stay away. In the sense, safe distance. Communication, see, in all relationships, एक confusion होता है कि हम सबको हर तरह के relation में कुछ भी हो रहा हो हमें रहना है. No, we all have to respect ourselves. जब तक हम खुद की respect नहीं करेंगे, कोई हमारी respect नहीं करेगा. So we have to respect ourselves, and then there has to be boundaries. Everyone has to know that they cannot cross this boundary. It's not about blood relationship. It's about the way the relationship works based on principles. It doesn't work based on blood relationship. Otherwise, सारी दुनिया में जितने blood relationship होते हैं, सभी खुश होते हैं हमसे. So आप अपनी एक boundary बनाइए और आप अपने idea पे काम करिए. The reason could be is you are associating too much with the people who have doubts on you. And so there will always be challenge. If this is the issue. You have the answer, thanks. You mean to say I have answered you, or you are asking that मेरे पास आपके सवाल का जवाब है कि नहीं? This is my personal approach, that I have to maintain sufficient relationship where I am doing my duties, but at the same time I have freedom to do what I want to do. And if I have a plan which I am sharing, तो risk यदि उसमें है तो वो risk हम बता रहे हैं. Unless we are trying to do something super adventurous, which even I want, like super adventurous के लिए मैं भी यहाँ पर उसको propagate नहीं करूँगा कि बहुत ही जबरदस्त कुछ अलग से जाके सोचना. So यदि है हमारे पास कुछ आइडिया तो कम्युनिकेट करने की कोशिश करना चाहिए. नहीं कम्युनिकेशन हो रहा है तो एक डिस्टेंस बनाइए, बिकॉज आपको अपने हार्ट को फॉलो करना पड़ेगा. इन दिस सेंस, हार्ट को फॉलो करना, नॉट इन अदर सेंस, बट इन टर्म्स ऑफ व्हाट योर पर्सनालिटी इज अलाइन्ड विद. एंड you also have to be practical to find out what kind of results. कुछ ना कुछ results मिलते हैं. It may not be in terms of finances immediately. but you will get some kind of results which can help them to understand. All those who want to leave, please, you can leave. Thank you so much for coming. Do not be forced. The session is officially over. I request you to come tomorrow for last session. Tomorrow I'll be showing about the individual help which can be done. How as an individual you can go through this whole process and become successful. Thank you very much. Sir, I am very confused about my niche. Any help which I can get from your side? Yes, personally I can help. Just come tomorrow for tomorrow's session. Everything I'll express. Tomorrow is the day when we are going to connect all the dots because it's the last day of our session. और उसमें आप अपनी personality को कैसे समझें, आप अपने related opportunities को कैसे identify करें और आप अपने लिए mentor कैसे select करें, ये सारी चीज मैं आपको कल बताऊंगा. अभी ये सब एक general था कि personality कैसे समझी जाती है, opportunity कैसे समझी जाती है और mentorship का culture. I hope I have proved it substantially that it's a reality. The culture of mentorship is a reality. It is not just something in my head and I'm sharing as an idea. I am proving it by three different examples. Thank you very much. I request you all today also, please, after the session gets over, please share today's experience and one takeaway which you had from today's session. And which one more, if you want, कि आप किसी पर्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन में आप डिसाइड करते हैं कि आप उसमें काम करने का डिसाइड करेंगे कि मैं इस एस्पेक्ट पे काम करूंगा, आज के सेशन से मुझे ये एस्पेक्ट पे काम करने का इंस्पिरेशन आया. सो दीज टू थिंग्स यू कैन शेयर, व्हाट इंस्पायर्ड यू एंड व्हाट यू आर प्लानिंग टू डू. माय क्वेश्चन, आई होप वी कैन डिस्कस फर्दर ऑन पर्सनल चैट. यस, श्योरली. All right, anything else? All right, we are done. Is there any further question? Culture of mentorship is reality. Excellent statement. Yes, that's what I have proven. That's what I have proven right now. And we need actually yesterday one of the person asked me this question. One boy asked me the question about कि आप जिस तरह से बता रहे हैं तो इसका मतलब क्या IIT और ये सब छोड़ देना चाहिए? Of course not. It's about connecting to a mentor. आप IIT की तैयारी भी कर रहे हैं तो आप mentor के अंदर में करिए ताकि उसमें सक्सेस नहीं हो पाए. तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि लाइफ में देयर आर अभी IITs में सीट्स बढ़ी हैं. इसके कुछ साल पहले तक IITs में 4000 5000 सीट्स होती थी. उसमें से समझ लीजिए टॉप के 2000 लोगों को अपने मन की ब्रांच मिलती थी. सो लास्ट 50 इयर्स में 2000 लोगों को कंसीडर करेंगे तो कितने लोग हुए? ओनली 1 lakh. व्हाट इज द पॉपुलेशन ऑफ आवर कंट्री? 130 crores. What is the population of whole world? Somewhere around 760 crores. तो क्या दुनिया में सिर्फ 1 लाख ही सक्सेसफुल लोग हैं? तो बाकी लोग सक्सेस हुए ना. They didn't get into IIT. And out of this 1 lakh who got into IIT, 25% easily वो लोग होते हैं जिनको IIT जाने का पता चलता है कि मेरा पैशन कुछ और है. One of my friend, we both went to Bansal, Kota, and he cleared IIT. I cleared AIEEE. After clearing the IIT, he went into IIT Delhi as a civil engineer. After coming out, electricity has gone here. So the internet. There are so many people still successful in the world. Electricity is gone. I am not having the arrangement right now. So thank you so much. Please mention in the comments in the group about your today's experience, and please do come tomorrow where we will have a wonderful session where now we will go totally into personalization. It will be about you as an individual. Still in the electricity, there are still 9 people and I am so grateful. So thank you everyone very, very much. I am ending the session officially now. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.